and welcome to WRPB and WRPB Studios. My God, I've been around a long time and I'm older than dirt, and some of the favorite words that I like to use is groovy, but one of my biggest that I use is cool. And with me, I'm blessed to have Christine Marion, and you're with Kool Stuff.
Yes, I am.
With a K.
With a K. With the K. The only
The
way,
way it should be spelled.
Definitely.
That's right.
Definitely.
Great minds think alike. Okay, so how long are you doing this?
I've actually been in the industry for over 30 years.
So she started at -1.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Okay, so Kool Stuff is a promotional products company?
We're a promotional marketing agency.
Okay.
What we do is we help new businesses basically expand their market, tell their story, and reach their target audience with the use of physical media. Okay, so whether it's a pen, a magnet, it's also the way people dress.
Okay, so just so you know, I'm going to correct her. She just doesn't do new businesses. Okay, trust me. If you're an entrepreneur and you've been in business years like me, I still buy pens and stuff to give away.
That's a big part of what we do.
So
yeah.
it's not just new businesses.
No.
And we were talking, because you put some of the basic stuff here, because we only have so much room, and you do so much more than this. But we were talking about the best products, and we're going to talk about some of these products. But the question to you is, why did you get into this?
To be honest, I fell into it. Not to nothing. I was a CPA. I did that for 9 years. And I was so tired of helping people pay the government all their taxes. And I wasn't on the front end of what was going on. And I really had a sales mind, So I was approached by someone to come see what they had to do about the promotional product industry. And next thing you know, literally it was like 2 weeks later, I was in the business of consulting and educating and helping people brand and market their businesses with tangible goods.
Okay, so here's the thing, as I see it. It takes a special kind of person to be a salesperson, and it takes a special kind of person to be a CPA. If you're that special kind of person that's a salesperson, you go to work as a CPA, you're probably miserable every day.
I was.
Okay?
Back in the day, I was.
Because it was a job.
Yeah.
Okay? And you did it because we grew up to have responsibility. But like you fell into that, I fell into this.
Right.
I was selling cell phones. Went on the air with some guy who had a show. Walked out with my friend who worked with me in the same company. Walked out of there and said, "We got to do this." And we bought an hour of time right then and there.
Yeah.
So you really got to love what you do in order to do it really, really well. So what kind of talk about some of these products here? Okay, so I told you, in my opinion, that chip clips, which are more than just chip clips today, are probably one of the best products that a company can buy. Am I right?
Popular. They're so versatile. It's a product that is used in the kitchen. Household promotional products are huge right now because we're all working from home.
Very true.
And it's just something everyone wants to use. And you need something that's going to be multiple faceted. So yes, you can just get a chip clip and it's just going to hold a bag closed. I love this one because it's a bottle opener. It's a can opener. It's a magnetic. It's going to hold your son or your daughter's artwork on the refrigerator. Or maybe it's an appointment that you can't forget because you didn't put it into your cell phone yet. So you've got that piece of paper. So it does so much more than just one item.
So this is an item we see all over the place. And sadly to say, not the idea of the product, but these products, which are great to have because everybody has them. I'm not a big fan of this constantly washing your hands and whatever. I'm not saying you shouldn't wash your hands. Don't get me wrong. Okay, but I think that I was a kid. I was a boy. I was eating dirt. Yep. Okay, and
we drank out of a hose.
Right,
we didn't think any of this type of stuff.
Right.
We didn't have to be. Not that we didn't have to be as clean as we are today. We didn't think about it.
Right, but people carry these, and they're great items to have and give.
Yep.
Because people are going to keep them with them.
Yeah.
There are things that, and I don't mean this to be bad, but there are things, promotional items that are useless, in my opinion.
And,
Okay.
and you're so true. There's a lot of people call it swag. They call it tchotchkes.
Right.
The most important thing in my profession is to make certain that when I'm working with any client, what's your goal? Who's your audience? It's not just what's your budget. It's not just selling the product. I mean, we're going to make sure that we match the product with the audience. I mean, sometimes it's as simple as a Post-it note. because it's a note going, it's a pizzeria and you're putting a note and you've got to put a message on a box, but that Post-it note could be long gone or they can't convey enough of the message. So what do? We put a QR code on there, but not just an ordinary QR code. We have basically a lifetime QR program where people can actually have a QR code system. They create one code. Now that code, it can be modified slightly to go on whatever product or marketing material they're having, and it's going to bring that audience to a whole menu of services. So you're not just going to text, you're not just going to text or email or go to the website. We're going to make it work for them. And as simple as that is, the Post-it notes on pizza boxes are a huge promotion because it gets a message out there.
You know, it's interesting. When these first came out, I thought they were the dumbest things. What a waste of space. But now, I'm constantly using them.
Yep.
Okay? I'll call somebody. All right, give me your email. I'll call you right back. Boom. Stick it to my computer.
I take a picture of it too, though, because I'm always losing that Post-it sometimes.
Well, but I do it right away.
Yeah.
Okay, so instead of having this big pad in front of me, I just have these little Post-it notes, and then, boom, in the garbage once they're in the computer. Great. I mean, they're just great, and I guess like anything else, when you learn how to use the items that you get,
exactly,
you learn their value, then you learn what to do with them.
Right.
This one I found really quite interesting. So in here is... Can I take it out?
Yeah, please.
Okay.
We'll have to wash it before we use it, but yeah.
This is a straw. Now, you might think it's silly, but have you ever gone to a restaurant and they give you a paper straw? Those, or cardboard, those are horrible, horrible to drink from.
Yeah.
The worst. So this is your own personal straw.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you keep it clean. You know that you're the only one using it, and you always have it with you. It comes in this little thing. And as a business, these people are going to carry this with them and always have your information with them. And like a lot of her products, there stands the QR code.
Yep. Okay,
so this item to me is an outside of the box thinking item. Okay, it's like a straw, big deal. But now when you have to drink out of paper straws, it's miserable. I don't.
Straws are so popular right now. I mean, we obviously have a variety of different types of self-promotion products, but even this metal one that you have right there, it's a great alternative. It's something they can keep on to. Kool Stuff also has a division I call our Kool Stuff Cares. And anytime any of our clients or partners purchase promotional items that are good for the environment, we actually give back a percentage of all the sales. So here they can clean it.
Oh my God! Look at that.
We give back a percentage of the sales to a local charity that's helping to support our environment, keeping the shoreline clean, picking up trash, whatever it is. So this is actually really popular for a lot of our customers.
And you know what? It has two functions because it's this that allows you to put it on your belt, put it on your purse. I don't carry a purse, but if I did, I would put it on my purse because I can't put any more crap in my pockets.
Yeah.
Okay? We have so much stuff now that we put in our pockets.
But like I said, all these products, like I said, when they're identified, they have a purpose for a specific event. Whether you're branding an event, whether you're branding your team. But one of the greatest trends that we've seen over the past year is so many places outside of Florida. Well, obviously, during the pandemic first started, we all went home. We all started working out of our offices. We are lucky because Florida is open.
Right.
That's not the case around the world. It's not the case even just here in the United States. I have a lot of clients outside of Florida as well, and we're still doing work-at-home kits. A good percentage of their workforce have not come home, and that's where that lunchbox came in, because we would package them a goodie box in a custom design, whether it was a box or in this case a great old-fashioned metal lunchbox.
Right.
And they get to go home, and it's an unbranding event. They open up the box, and it's like, wow, look at this, and it may only be something simple.
Okay, we had Kyle do that.
Okay.
Who works here? Okay. You came in with this? He couldn't wait to open it up and play.
Yeah.
Okay? So, I mean, that's kind of cool. The old standby is always going to be the pens. Okay? Every company that does any promotions buys pens. Mm-hmm. Okay? And you might think that, it's a pen. But I see my pens that I've bought and given to people all over the place.
All over the place.
Okay? And they don't have to look at it because it sits on their desk. So someone comes in and they have to fill out a piece of paper. Oh, here's my pen. And just like when we were kids, we read every cereal box. They look at where it came from. People are just curious.
Yeah.
Pens are really, really important. This item here is like really kind of cool. So this is multi-purpose, and it's got, if I pull this out here, I'm not really good at this.
It's got a mini ruler. And this stays together. You've got the stylist.
You got the stylus, mini ruler.
That helps you open doors. Getting in with touchless entry.
Bottle opener.
Bottle opener.
Okay.
Okay.
Great item, and it packs really small and easy to grip and take out and put back. Cool item. Now on this item, name, QR code. So you get to put these things on these items. So we were talking about the basic items. What about other items you do? And I don't know, so I'm just going to ask you. You can tell me if you do them or you don't do them. You do T-shirts,
Yes.
hoodies,
Yes.
koozies.
Sure do.
You do calendars.
Calendars of all types. It's actually, you don't think about it, but calendars is one of those products, 365 days of advertising. We all live with our cell phones, but we probably all still have a calendar.
If you come to my house, there's this calendar, just
Okay.
like this, kind of stuck to the edge of my screen. Because when I'm booking people, or people say, can I come over on this day, or can I do it? You can go into your computer and do it, but that means you have to come out of the page that you're doing.
Right.
Okay, so this sits right there. It's simple. It's not a calendar where you're going to book things. It's a reference calendar.
It's a reference, correct.
And it's nice and small, compact, and easy to use. And I love these calendars. And like you said, this is another item that's 365 days. This is going to go on someone's refrigerator. So if you give this out in a swag bag or to your clients, it's going to go on their refrigerator. Because it doesn't take up space.
Yeah.
Okay? And I hate to say it this way, but it'll hold up their kid's ugly picture that they made in school. Just kidding. I have a kid. I know what it's like. But it's one of those items that really just fit really nice. Okay?
Agreed.
What's like the biggest items that you make? You do banners?
You do banners. We do full trade show displays. So if someone is looking to do a 10 or 20 foot trade show, whether it has a tent, doesn't have a tent, lighted or unlighted, we can help them design the graphics as well as make sure that they have that entire display so that they put their image in a portable in motion.
Right, because anybody can go. You go do an event, an outdoor event, and you put up your tent, and there's 800 white tents, okay, and 3 tents that are branded. Okay, what do you look at? Or when you go take, everybody is like photo crazy. When you take pictures of the event, whose picture is going to come up? The one with their branding on it? When people showing pictures, they're going to see the branded tents.
Right.
Very, very important. Lighted tents are also very important.
Especially making certain that they meet all the fire codes. That's something that we do work with. It's like, oh, I can go to Sam's and Walmart. I'm just going to go, like I said, go buy that white tent and put a banner up. Well, make sure the white tent is appropriate and meets the current specifications that they have to have for all these local events.
So the only thing, obviously, that you don't do, and I hope you don't do, because I'd totally be out of your wheelhouse, would be like neon signs.
You got it spot on. I mean, when I have a sales team of 4 people, and when they're out there telling people who we are and what we do, we literally will do anything and everything branded that you can put your name on, with the exception of neon signs.
Yeah.
That's it. Just the big pillars.
And you're smart not to do them.
Yeah.
Okay? Again, you can't be a brain surgeon and a podiatrist. You just focus on what you're really good at. And neon work is very, very specific art.
It's very specific, yes.
Okay, so what about like a vinyl lettering?
Do a lot of vinyl lettering for doors in basic businesses, hours of operations. There's some of the quick things that people that are relocating, they're trying to update. I'll just go and visit a doctor's office, and I'll see that their hours are
How about
wrong.
car wrapping?
I do not do car wrapping, but I do broker it, like I said. And
Okay.
meaning when I say broker, I actually will pass you directly to the person doing the business. This is our industry. We're all about teamwork. If I'm not someone who is your expert, I will make certain that you get to that person. While I do a lot of the work here in the States, I have several clients, because of the volume and the customization of their work, I do direct import. If that is something that one of my clients is open to, we can do it.
I'm going to add a new word to your vocabulary. It's called co-opetition.
Co-opetition.
Okay,
I like
so the
that.
philosophy here is we believe in co-opetition. If there's enough for everybody. If you're in the same industry and you're a good person and you're doing it right, you're my co-opetition.
Yeah.
I might have an overflow, I'll pass it on to you.
Exactly.
I might be something out of my wheelhouse, I'll give it to you. Competition I don't have any competition only because anybody who's not doing things right and whatever, I just totally avoid. So they're not my competition. Eventually, if they're doing things wrong, people will come back to you. Okay, so we've coined the phrase co-opetition years ago, and there's a ton of people that I work with in the exact same industry. We don't steal each other's customers. So I have Mary who's doing an event. I've been doing her event for years, and now I can't do an event for her because I have something else on that date.
Right.
So I'll call Jack and I'll say, Jack, hey, Mary has an event, and he'll go there as WRPB.
Good.
And we work together, and we've worked together on a number of projects.
Nice.
Because I don't never have to worry about him stealing from me, and vice versa.
Yeah.
So co-opetition is the way we go. So how do people find you? You have a website?
I do. It's ecoolstuff.com, and that's cool stuff with a K.
Right. Okay. That's the way it should be spelled. I don't know where you guys come up with the C, but it should be spelled with a K. It was always spelled with a K when we were kids. Okay. So there's an E in front of it.
There is an E.
Which is why?
Because when I opened up, we were at the beginning of the .com syndrome, and Cool Stuff with K was not available. So
Okay.
Cool Stuff stuck.
I get that too because
It's not. I wish I could say there's something more sophisticated than that, but that's really what it was, and it's just a great way to tell the story.
okay, I wanted WRPB and it was out there, couldn't get it, so I became WRPB ITV, and now we just rebranded as WRPB and WRPB Studios.
Great.
But yeah, every .com that you could think of today that's simple, unless it's 400 words, is taken.
It's taken.
Okay, so I wish you best as a new entrepreneur, but don't take what people say. Like I had, get a real job. It's a pipe dream. Don't be stupid. I stuck it out. Stick it out. But if you're sticking it out, invest in yourself. Meaning these items are so important to have to get your name out there and keep it out there because you can't be in everybody's office every day. Very, very important. ecoolstuff.com. Cool Stuff. Christine, thank you for coming on.
Thank you so
It was
much.
a pleasure.
Same here.
Everybody have a great day. Check her out. We'll be right back.